Good morning, kids. Here we are back in the garage. Got my Mickey D's coffee here. Um, so got two for you today. So I've been watching these royalty videos, and this guy showed really something that's really cool that the insurance companies are trying to rip us off about. So what they do is they tell you that if you install this device in your car in the OBDs, in the OBD network, the onboard diagnostic port in the car, it'll save you money on your insurance. But what it's doing is recording your speed, your brake force. It's basically recording how you drive. So then they know that you're a terrible driver, and they're not going to give you a break on your insurance unless you were like me, drive like an old man. But so anyway, that's out there for you. So it's a little thing. You'll see it in there. It's on the driver's side underneath where your knee would go. It's the OBD port, onboard diagnostic port, where you plug in the onboard diagnostics when you want to find out what a problem is, and that's causing a major issue, and it's also killing batteries. So that's the first thing. The second thing is um, this online dating is just it's too much. I mean, so I was anyway. It's just so much bullshit. So I'm talking to this young lady somewhere in the middle, and everybody wants an Apple card because they don't have enough foodstuffs, right? So um, I said, all right, I'll, s- I'll send a pizza to your house, right? From the local Domino's, right? So, oh, I don't want that. I just want the money. Okay, blah, 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 blah. So um, I, uh, I don't send the pizza. And the next video I get or photo I get from her is she's eating a pizza that I didn't send. You can't make this shit up. I'm telling you, kids, if you're out there, be very, be very, very afraid. We're gonna go hunt rabbits. Be very, very afraid. So that was just, that was mind numbing. That was just, I never sent the pizza, and all of a sudden there's a pizza there. Oh, thank you for the. So anyway, what I wanted to tell you about is that we lived in a neighborhood and baby boomers, so there was a lot of diverse fathers in the neighborhood that you know did all different things. And you're a kid, you don't know what these guys do. You just when they just came home. That's We didn't know what they went in the morning. So I was no, not a Cub Scout yet. What was the thing before Cub Scouts? Oh yeah, it was a Cub Scout before Boy Scouts. Who was a Cub Scout? So I was a Cub Scout, and I guess I was in the second grade. And this lady down the street was our den mother, Mrs. Huff Tailing. So we had our meetings in her garage once a month or whatever it was. I don't know. And there were snacks. You got to wear your uniform, and you felt like a big deal. And you did get your badges, your Wolf's badge or whatever. So one day, and she had they had a lot of kids in their family. I think they had six kids. So one day, and she had a big table that was in the garage that everybody could fit at. So you had I guess eight kids in the den or whatever it was, or however many kids. All I remember is that John Escalano was in it, and this guy was always an asshole. So all of a sudden, we go to this meeting one day, and there's a switchboard in the garage with a lady operator, plugging it in like the old days. You plug the jacks in and everything. Oh, we don't really think anything of it because you don't have anything really to gauge it by because you're a kid. You don't know. Maybe everybody has one of those in their garage. Just we don't have one in our garage. Maybe this is some upscale thing that people has. You need a switchboard operator in your garage. Anyway, the next thing we know is all this shit is on the curb where these people lived. And it turns out this guy was a pots and pan salesman, a door to door pots and pan salesman. And what he was doing in his garage, he was a smart guy. He invented magic fingers. You know, you put quarters in the thing and it would shake the bed till you went to sleep. So next thing we even know, Mrs. Huff Tailing is driving a Cadillac, a gigantic. It was like a '62 Caddy, you know, with the fins and everything. And so um, the next thing, the talk of the neighborhood is that Mr. Huff Tailing built $100,000 house in Franklin Lakes. And I mean, the houses we were living in at the time were going for like, I don't know, $14,000. So when it was discussed at our dinner table, how much did that house go for? 14.9. It's like it doesn't matter. You're 7 years old. You don't know what. Anyway, so the talk of the town is he's building this $100,000, which should probably be now probably I guess maybe 2 million. I don't even know how it inflated from 1962. But anyway, every room had sliding doors that opened up to the pool, and the pool was heated. So he takes Mr. DeSantis in with him, the next door neighbor, and he's the vice president of Magic Fingers, and Mr. Huff Tailing's the president of Magic Fingers. And so DeSantis builds a house up in Franklin Lakes too. And the long and short of it is that Mr. DeSantis ran around on Mrs. DeSantis, so she took him to the cleaners, took all his money, and Mr. Huff Tailing ended up living on a houseboat in Florida because everybody stole his before he could get a patent. Even after he got a patent, everybody was stealing his idea for Magic Fingers, and he ended up fighting them all. And the last time I talked to, I think John L., he said, and I think I did meet Mrs. Huff Tailing at John L.'s house because I would drive past his house when I lived in Oakland. He was living in Franklin Lakes. And she goes, yeah, he's just a bitter old man now in Florida because he feels everybody ripped him off. But anyway, that's the story of Magic Fingers, kids. So like and subscribe and be very, very afraid. Be very, very afraid.